This conference will now be recorded.
Yes. What we need, now the Exchange server should be in the domain server, and we have to create one user account with some of the privileges that
Mm.
is that member should be what
Domain
that
controller, the ADDS.
the configuring that user account must be something like the member of the credentials needed
Hmm.
for that user. No, that Exchange admin.
Hmm.
That I think that one is not included in that video. The you discussed, I remember, that is that member should be like a global administrator and some other privileges it need. What was it?
The third one is Microsoft Unified Runtime software you need to install. Install .NET Framework 4.7.1 on our server where you plan to establish our Exchange services. Then create service account, which is a member of our enterprise and schema administrator.
Okay, okay.
No worry. I'm going to show you the setup that I have already configured. This is
Okay.
our domain controller. I'm going to guide you about what I did to establish our Exchange services. This is our domain controller, and the another machine that I installed with Exchange server with same server operating system, server 2016, and both are connected to each other. I created one user in our domain controller and made it member of made it member of enterprise administrator and schema admin.
Mm.
And successfully install the Exchange server on premises. Now we are able to perform the task of hybrid, and will also manage the services related to the migration. So this part will help you to understand about the concept of migration.
Okay.
Meanwhile, let me open our Microsoft 365 portal, because the account that I use to associate this on-premises infrastructure, this is our account. I'm going to open Admin Center. And you know that under the Admin Center, we are able to find Exchange Online. Need to
Mm.
select, and it will just need to click on Exchange. It will redirect you on the page of Exchange Online. Do you have any question about the Azure Ready panel, the topics that we completed in Azure Ready?
No problem. No, no, no.
Because the Azure AD is the backbone of creating in case of our hybrid environment. You should know
Mm.
about the each and every options which are available on Azure AD.
Yes.
Back to on-premises, meanwhile, I'm going to open our domain controller first, and let me help you to understand about what are the points that I already configured with this machine. I established ADDS services in our server 2016 and created few users. Open the Active Directory user and computers. And in the Active Directory user and computers, we'll find multiple users. One user I decided for, you can say that work as an administrator. This is Telnet user that I created, and this is our service account. I have already made it member of domain admin, enterprise admin, group policy creator owner, group policy organization management, and schema admin. So these all are the member that you need to add with your service account. And
Mm.
then
Mm.
by using the same service account, you need to open another machine, another computer, which is associated with our Exchange server that I use to install the Exchange server. I'm going to log in the machine with the help of Telnet user, right? Let me
Yes.
log in our system with the help of Telnet user, because the Telnet user
Service.
is a type of service
Service
account.
account.
All good. Apart from the telnet user, I have already created GCP, demo, and ABC. Three different users are also available, but these all are just the user. I haven't
Hmm.
assigned any kind of role for these users. Why I created multiple user? Because I wanted to use these users for the mailing services. I wanted to assign the mailboxes through the exchange server, on-premises exchange server. Some user will
Hmm.
use to assign the licenses for the from the 365 portal. I'm going to
Hmm.
open exchange. This is our exchange server. Both machines are communicating to each other. Click on start. I have already installed as we discussed. And we just need to click on Microsoft Exchange Server 2016 and select Exchange Admin Center. We just need to click on Exchange Admin Center. It look like this. I hope you are aware about the dashboard of
Yes,
on-premises
yes.
Exchange. I'm going to
Before I,
log in with my Telnet user, right? Cloud.com is
hmm.
our domain and Telnet is
Hmm.
our service account. So I'm going to log in it. As a Office 365 engineer, it's our responsibility. We should know about the management, the options which are available on the Exchange Admin Center on premises, Enterprise Exchange Admin Center on premises. Clear? I'm going to
Clear.
give you the complete details about the dashboard, about the services which are available in this particular dashboard. Is that fine?
Fine, fine.
Now, domain user, which is responsible to create users, and domain account, domain computer responsible to create a user. And by using the same users, yes, by using the same users, we will create our mailboxes. The mailboxes which are responsible to handle, which are responsible to manage our email services using offline exchange. Is that clear?
Clear, clear.
Great. Back to the exchange on premises and over our on premises exchange. First of all, we just need to what we can say that we need to know about. We just identify the options which are available.
Hmm.
A number of options are available. I'm going to start from the recipients. Under the recipient, mailbox, groups, resources, contacts, shared, and migration. Six different options are available on the panel of recipient, right? Let me start from the mailboxes. What do you think about the mailboxes? What is mailboxes?
Mailbox is that is space which is specified for one user, that for the mail access and for the mail transactions.
The mailboxes, we can say that the mailboxes we can consider as a uh, that the
Yes.
mailboxes can help us to assign the outlook. With the help of this particular option, with the help of this particular service, we are able to send an email or receive the
Hmm.
email.
Ah.
So
One
if you
minute, 1 minute, 1 minute.
okay, okay,
Hello,
hello.
hello. Yes, yes, I can.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Please, please continue.
okay. Is that okay about the recipient?
Yes, yes.
Recipient and mailboxes.
Ah, groups, resources,
Great.
contacts, shared, migration. Okay. Hmm.
Okay, so now we need to understand about the concept, like as a concept in the sense how we can utilize it. We are able to
mm,
find multiple options are available. This is plus icon, edit option, delete, search, and synchronize. If you click
mm,
on the three dot, it will give us a more option. Disable account,
mm,
add or remove columns. You can export the users in CSV format, connect to the mailbox, and advanced search. That help you. It
mm.
works just like a GAL. What is GAL? GAL? What is GAL?
Yeah. Uh, yeah, what it is?
Global
I don't know.
address list.
Okay, okay, okay. Global address list.
Fine. Fine. So, first of all, I'm just going to create one mailbox, right?
Okay.
I'm going to create one mailbox. Click on plus icon. It will give us a two different option. Do you want to link with the mailbox? Do you want to create the user mailbox? Both are different to each other, right?
Ah,
The
the
user
linked mailbox
mailbox,
means. Ah,
the
yeah, tell me.
linked mailbox, it means the mailbox that you have already created,
Okay.
and you want to
Uh,
attach with the another account.
uh,
Okay, so
on that sense, in which area we need this one linked mailboxes? For an example,
sorry, can you please repeat again?
as an example, how can we say that it's linked mailbox?
The link mailbox can help you, like you already using your Office 365 license, right? You are already
Ah,
using the
yes.
Office 365 license, and you
Hmm.
wanted to link the same mailbox with 365 portal.
Hmm.
Clear? Like
Clear, clear. Ah.
next, it will redirect you on the page of our 365. We don't have a
Hmm.
certificate. That's why it just displays a non-secure, not secure.
Hmm. Yes,
So
yes.
I'm going to click next. Okay, we don't have any domain controller yet, so that's why it's unable to find it. Link mailbox, sorry, it is not related to the 365. It is related to the another exchange server that you establish in the environment for the backup purpose.
Okay. I
If we
mean,
have a more
it's
than one, y-
okay. O- If you have more than one exchange server, we can link this, right?
correct,
Hello.
correct, correct, correct. Yes, yes,
So for for this option, we need a multiple exchange server or
exactly. Yes,
multiple domain. And you
multiple domain
discussed about
controller.
the UPN suffixes, such type of
Correct,
account. For example, if our company have multiple subdomains, something like that, we can add it as a UPN suffix, right?
correct.
So those account can be added with the same.
Right. Yes.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, ji.
Okay.
Continue.
So now if you want to create a new mailbox, just need to click on user mailbox. Again, it
Hmm.
will give you two different options. One,
Hmm.
you can proceed and create new mailbox, or you can proceed with the existing mailbox.
Hmm.
Existing email box in the sense the user that you have already created using your Active Directory service. The Active Directory that we established, you have already created one, two or three different users, and you wanted to
Hmm.
use the same Active Directory user as a mailbox, email box. So that time you can proceed with existing user.
It's a user.
Do you want to create a new email ID? Do you want to create the new email ID? Then you can proceed with the new option.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I'm going to show you the both option. Firstly, we need to create and add our existing user. Click browse. It will give you the information about the number of users that you have already created. In
Hmm.
our case, right? In our case, we have already created class and GCP user.
Hmm.
So I wanted to add GCP user. The GCP user is member of our domain controller. Let me
Hmm.
show you. Class is also available. GCP available. So I wanted to use GCP as a mailbox. So just need to select here. Click OK. No need to do anything. Do you want to provide any kind of like first name, last name, alias? So you need to do that in case of using new user. But right now I'm using the existing user that already contain the password as well. So no need to
Mhm.
provide any kind of password because with the
And
help of
the,
80,
this user login name at the rate cloud.com. If we have
right?
multiple domains, we can use the same ID for subdomains as I discussed before for the like UPN account something. Uh, if we have so for example here user logon name at the rate cloud.com. This instead of cloud.com, if we have some other domains, we can link here in Exchange server.
We
Hello.
can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay, that part we will
L- l-
discuss in separate session. That is
no,
how
I'm
we
going to
add.
no, I'm going to define right now.
Hmm.
Like using the custom UPN suffix, like why we need to use the custom UPN suffix. This is really important for us. We must need to know about the
Hmm.
importance of UPN suffix, right?
Correct.
In this case, the domain that I added over a portal, let me show you the domain controller that I use currently. I associated with my account. The registered domain is teachmecloud.net, which is already healthy. Means we have already assigned the we have already added the teachmecloud.in domain that I purchased from the GoDaddy,
Hmm.
right?
Correct.
Now, so this is our public domain. If you want to create any user, if you want to create any email boxes, and you want to share the email ID with your employees associated with domain name, that time you must need to buy the custom domain from GoDaddy or another domain service provider and associate with our Office 365 portal. But
Hmm.
unfortunately, in our on-premises domain, I established our domain with name of cloud.com, and both are different to each other. Correct?
Hmm.
Both domains are different to each other. It means that whenever you synchronize the users from on-premises AD to Azure AD, entire users will be a part of on Microsoft.com. Clear?
Clear. Clear.
But you want to synchronize the user based on the domain that you are already associated with portal.
Okay.
So for this particular task, you need to open our on-premises domain controller. In the on-premises domain controller, need to open server manager wizard, click tools. Under the tools, we are able to find one option, active directory domain and trust. Under the domain and trust, just right click on domain name and trust, go to the properties. And
Hmm.
in the properties, this is the panel. This is the place where we can assign the name of our custom domain, teachmecloud.in. You need to select and click add.
Here we can add only this registered domain or local domain also we can add. That's my
No,
doubt.
only the registered domain that you have already purchased.
Okay. Okay.
Clear? Here we need to
Clear.
provide only the name of our domain that you have already paid, that you have already purchased. Correct?
Correct.
Any question?
No. No.
Fine. So once you add the custom domain, back to the Active Directory user and computers, dsa.msc. It will redirect you on the page of our Active Directory user and computers.
I used, I
Select,
think it is 2013 or 10 Exchange server long before. I used
okay.
one of our company have this one Exchange server that is 2000, I think 2010 or 13. But now
Mhm.
long gap, long before.
The old version of
All the, yes.
Exchange.
It's not a hybrid. It's only this now on-premise.
Mhm.
At that time, it was latest. After that, I didn't use. Those companies were,
Okay.
like this, centrally managed one. So we don't have any
Mhm.
roles also. That's this gap happened. Okay. Um, and uh, tomorrow, can we schedule it by, that is 10:30. That is your time. Your time. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So your 12:30, is it okay? If any inconvenience, just let me know. If you have any inconvenience, we can, or early morning, like 6. If it means oh, tomorrow my son's PTA meeting. PTA meeting 8:30. 8:30 here. So can we schedule tomorrow 12 o'clock? Your 12 o'clock
12 12 p.m. IST afternoon.
afternoon.
Yeah, fine for me. Yes.
Means, 9:30, 10, maximum 12:30. 12:30 I will join in 12:30. If I reach
Sure.
earlier, I will let you know, because all these are no suddenly came. Now they scheduled this meeting one day before. That's why these 2 days are very no, the tight schedule. This Friday, Saturday. Anyway, that's why I'm scheduling morning time. If it's finished, now I can go for other work. That's the thing.
Mhm.
Uh, uh. Okay, no problem. Just to continue, and we can wait today 12:56. Okay, maybe for another 10 minutes, 10 15 minutes, we can continue,
Okay.
because 1:30 I already told one to reach one place. 1:30 here.
Okay. So you want to take a break?
No, no. After 10 15 minutes, you can stop.
Okay. 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 Fine. Now, so number of users we are able to find here, and you just need to open the users properties,
Hmm.
go to the account, and you can just drag and drop this particular icon.
I cannot view your screen. I cannot view your screen. Screen has gone.
Now,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
once you configure the custom domain UPN suffix,
Hmm.
alternate UPN, just right click, go to the properties, under the properties, alternate UPN suffix. We have
Hmm.
already assigned the UPN suffix, and now back to the domain controller. And in the domain controller, we just need to select any of the user, select the user's properties, account, and see. This is the option. It will give us access of both the domain that we added. This one is our
Hmm.
default domain. This one is our
So
default domain. And
if we enable UPN suffix, then only it will reflect here. No, otherwise it won't
exactly.
reflect, right?
No,
Ah,
no, it won't.
ah,
You have
ah,
to
ah.
you have to configure the name of your UPN, and after that back to the user's properties. Under the
Hmm.
user's properties, you will find the option of
Okay.
the custom UPN that you have that you added.
Okay. If you have any dummy domain, can we add it on tomorrow? Just
Uh, uh,
for a
okay, okay.
test.
I have another domain. I'll add the another domain that I have already purchased. So we'll use the same domain to add with our Office 365 portal as well as with our on-premises device.
Hmm.
Clear?
Clear, clear. So the parent domain will be one DC account. No, the DC account which we have. On top of
Correct,
this, we are adding this UPN suffixes.
correct, correct, correct. Is that fine now?
Fine, fine.
Okay. So do one thing. Meanwhile, I'm going back to the portal.
Ah,
Now let me change it back to the on-premises exchange. And in the on-premises exchange, I'm going to save the configuration that the user that we added. I'm going to save it. We successfully added our user, GCP user, as a
ah.
email box. The user that we added as a email box. Multiple options are available in the user's properties. like as we are able to find unified messaging, you must need to enable it, right? Select the mail policy. If you have already created any kind of email policy, just need to select and then apply the policy. But unfortunately, in our case, we haven't created any kind of policy. Next,
Okay. The policy how we create that you will show in coming session.
actually, this policy is applicable for the kind of you can say that phone and voice features. This policy, the unified messaging, it is applicable for the type of voice messaging. If you want to start your
Ah,
conversation in voice, that time you want to
ah,
transfer any kind of data in the format of voice, that time this policy will help you.
okay. So those voice messages will come to this to the mailboxes, right?
Through the mailboxes, yes.
Okay. For that purpose, we creating this. But in Office 365, we have this option without creating an extra policy, right?
Not required, because over a cloud it automatically supported the all types of messaging, voice
Services.
messaging,
Ah,
text messaging. Even you can also send the any
ah,
kind of software. If it is just in 25 MB, if it is less than 25 MB, you can send the what we can say that the exe format based files as well.
okay.
Now, another important options which are available: mobile devices disable exchange active synchronization, disable OVA for device, and click on detail.
This
No need to
this is
disable it.
web mail, right? OVA,
OVA is a mail that you can access through the portal, through the
web
browser,
email, web email, right?
web email. Yes, yes,
Ah,
right. So
ah,
these all are the default means you can say that default setting. The important part, the important option which is available in the properties of our mailbox, which is move mailbox to another database. In case of
okay.
migration, it's our responsibility. We should know about the on-premises database. On-premises database responsible to contain the information about the conversation that you have already performed, like inbox, outbox, send item, draft item. The entire conversation that you did with your mailbox, for the entire conversation is stored in the format of OST and PST file. Remember?
Hmm, hmm.
So this is the panel where we can type, where we can decide the location of our mailbox. So I'm going to type the name like test mail database. This is the name of our database. Select the target database. In case of select the target database, this is the default location, and you
Ah,
have option to add one more. Like, it's up to you. This is the default location, but you can also decide according to your requirement.
okay.
Just
From
need to
here
select
we,
it.
okay.
Yeah. Mailbox database, this is default location. Target archive database, you also need to activate it, because the archive mailbox also required in case of your database is full and you want to move some data, some conversation to the another location to save some space in our inbox. That time the the archive mailbox come into the picture.
Hmm.
Is that okay?
In this migration, archive mailbox also included, or we have to provide, we have to add it separately.
Sorry, can you please repeat again?
Once we start this migration, okay, of
Mhm.
migration of one mailbox, we will it include the archive also, or without archive it's moving?
No, no, no. In case of moving, both are separate. Target database, which is contain the normal conversation. The target
So
database responsible to contain the normal database, the normal conversation that you are performing.
Hmm. That means archive is not included in the normal migration, right?
No, archive is a totally different part.
For example, that user have around 50, nearly 15 GB archive box, though it won't move with this mail migration, right?
Correct.
So those cases, what we will do if he wants that archive also, what we will do? We
No,
have
can you
to
please repeat
suffer
it?
if he wants to move archive as well. Uh, so what we can do? We have to export like PST something like that, or how it moves this
No, you need to
ar-
perform the manual task. You need to take the backup and put it into the external storage,
like a PST or
like a PST and OST. Yes.
OST. Okay. So no other option. Direct migration.
No, from the archive, you always put up from archive, you need to manage it manually.
Hmm.
The backup of our conversation, you need to perform with manual steps.
Hmm. Okay. And
Clear?
some and from active directory when we check, I forget that is, when before migration there is one criteria that should be something like a dollar what its name, I forget,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
what is when we go through active directory, there
Mm-hmm.
is one, I forget what it is. There is some lot of memory problem nowadays. There is one, we can confirm, we can confirm that this user is eligible for the migration. There is some credential check from the active directory. uh, can you just open one of the account, one of
AD
the AD
you're
account?
talking about the okay.
AD means uh, in that properties, attribute list, something like that. Attribute, for example,
This is the
okay.
attributes of our user.
uh, there is one in profile, something like that, account or profile. Click on that profile, please. What I'm asking, this, if this AD user is also already have one, uh, already have mailboxes, those
Mm-hmm.
user, we can confirm whether he is eligible for migration. That is like oh, from active directory we are checking that one. That is something like it comes. Oh, remote access, dealing environment sessions, remote, not something related with the attributes, something. Oh, there it is showing something like a dollar. That is with that format with the exchange details. If I remember, I will let you know from here.
Do one thing. In case of our migrating the mailboxes from on-premises, this is the
Uh,
another step that we need to perform. So
uh,
maybe in our next step, you will understand about the concept of migrating the concept of migration.
uh, okay. Why I'm telling, because I remember that is attribute list, something like I cannot recollect properly, but it was something like that. That is, he is both the member of AD and exchange.
Exchange.
Oh, so
Hmm.
those user that he no, some before migration, we have to cross check by with this AD.
Right.
There is
Without the AD,
something.
we are unable to perform migration task. The
Yes,
migration task happen only with the help of our AD management. And the AD users must be synchronized with our Office 365 services. The AD must be synchronized entire users to the 365 portal.
yes.
Okay, so the next step that we need to perform, this is the basic information about the users management. We already decide the location of our database. This is the default
Hmm.
location. and you need to save it. We have a two different option. We are trying to manage with the help of recipient of telnet, because the telnet is our type of service account. We have a both option. You can proceed with manual or you can proceed with the automatic. So in our case, we always try to proceed with automatic and click new. It will identify the location and put the entire conversation that you want to perform. So now we successfully created one database. This is test mail database synchronizing with our on premises. The database you will find in location of our on premises. Clear?
Clear. The one which we did it now is the only mailbox creation, right?
Only mailbox creation. Yes.
Demo, huh? GCP.
R- right.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Okay, fine. So another important option, like as a, we can also edit it. Just need to click on this particular option, and it will give you the access. Like you want to change the name of our domain, the email address. So you just need to select user, click here. It will provide the access of our both the user, both the domain controller that we added. One is cloud.com, which is default, and the another one is related to the teachmecloud.net. The teachmecloud.net we have already established. We have already purchased from the portal and associated. We have already purchased from the godaddy.com and associated with our Office 365 account. Correct?
Hmm. Correct.
Next. Then another important point before that, if you want to perform the migration task, again back to the domain controller, because I wanted to show you the steps of migration as well. So for this particular task, you just need to execute the Azure AD Connect that we have already performed, right? So what is the
Hmm.
users of Azure AD? Azure AD Connect tool can help us to synchronize the users from
Hmm.
on-premises AD to Azure AD, correct?
Correct, correct.
Okay. Now, cannot proceed because of synchronization service not enabled. You need to restart. Okay, no problem. So we need to restart the service. Your account is member of security. Okay, no problem. I have to check the services.
This we can do it tomorrow.
Okay, sure, no problem. So I'll connect at 12:30 p.m.
12:30.
IST, and your
Yeah, yeah.
time may be to 10:30, right?
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'll share you the recording of today's session. Is that okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,